Hey, everybody. This is Dennis, and little news update. Yes, on what my friends call the company I hate the most in the world, which isn't totally true. I'm just befuddled and lost at what is going on at Stellantis. The overseers of what used to be Chrysler Corporation, the company that built my Charger, built a lot of cars that I actually really like, love, and have now decided to run it straight into the ground. And their CEO is a true piece of work. Carlos Tavares is an he's such an interesting person, but a lot of times for the wrong reason. And there's a recent article from his comments at the Paris Auto Show, which Stellantis decided to do this year with their European product, because they really don't have much from their American manufacturer except maybe Jeep that they could show there. Even that's at this point. So, the thing about this, the company with the new cars and me as a, home mechanic, love my classic cars. There is a correlation and there's something that you should be very aware of. If you own a Dodge product, Charger, Challenger. That's before their facelift. What was it, 2014 or something like that, in that range? I would start being concerned that they're not going to make parts for you anymore because they only obligated to make a part for 7 years. That's it. That's all they're obligated to do per U.S. government. An auto manufacturer only has to make replacement parts for 7 years. And the way this company is going, I'd be really nervous that I won't be able to get parts for it because they are spiraling out of control. And let's all remember, this all started when Fiat was gifted Chrysler Corporation in 2009 for a total of $4 billion, which seems like a lot to the average person, but for a complete auto manufacturer with all the patents and all the manufacturing, is a dirt cheap deal, considering Fiat couldn't find a way to get to the United States. And then we, had Stellantis get made because another crap company joined them, Peugeot, and then Tavares was running that that Peugeot, and somehow the other ended up being the head of the whole kit and caboodle. So now we are here, which sucks. So this is an article from CBS News. So this is no, this is, if anything, is going to be, would be friendly to the your EV stuff. Stellantis CEO says company is on pace to fix sales problems after poor performance. Stellantis is fixing its slowing U.S. sales at the right pace after fumbling a marketing plan earlier this year, CEO Carlos Tavares told reporters Monday. Let me stop right there. This man has the cojones to blame marketing for building garbage and cutting out production of cars people wanted and just giving us vaporware with the Charger appliance that is nowhere to be found in the middle of October. I haven't seen one in person yet. I'm out and about a lot. I haven't heard news on it. I haven't seen a darn thing. It has nothing to do with marketing there. It has everything to do. You build junk. That you brought up the Hornet. Marketing didn't make the Hornet garbage. The Hornet made Hornet garbage. The Jeep Liberty. Is it still in existence? Whatever. The Jeep lineup in whole is a disaster. The Wrangler, you screwed up the Wrangler. That's not marketing. The Durango is an antique. That's not marketing. This is non-reinvestment in North American properties. That is your problem. Killing the V8s in pickup trucks. Not a marketing problem. That's just stupidity. Because Ford and General Motors people can go out and get V8s in their pickup trucks. And Ford is not going to stop anytime soon. So I don't know. It doesn't sound like marketing, just sounds like poor management. But that's just a humble, business, a humble home mechanic with a business background's kind of thought process on this. Tavares, who last week pushed out the car maker's chief financial officer and chief operating officers for both North America and Europe in management restructuring. See, when your ship is sinking, they find ways to throw people overboard as they try to look great. This is you can't write this stuff, man. This is awesome. Uh, told reporters at the Paris Motor Show that he was responsible for the bad things that happened at the company, but also the good. Yeah, I've done good things. Okay. If I don't want that responsibility, I should do something else, said Tavares, who reiterated that he plans to retire when the contract expires in 2026. God, that's such a long wait. The board last month confirmed that it's searching for a successor. Tavares said he also should get credit for the successful merger of the companies, as well as making Peugeot and Opel profitable during the past decade. Whatever. He said the company is in a Darwinian period and nothing is off the table, including plant closures. Hear that, UAW? You better be listening really close, UAW. That's you, baby. Because I just read another article. They're moving Ram production to Mexico. And last time I looked, that's not part of UAW. Just this thing there. Sorry, a little side note. And shutting down brands. Uh-oh. When you're fighting for survival, you have to consider everything's on the table. So Chrysler's dead. Right? Dodge is probably dead. Stellantis formed from the 2021 merger of France's PSA Peugeot and Fiat Chrysler automobiles has struggled this year in both Europe and the US. And the European Union is fighting cuts in government electric vehicle subsidies. Okay, if EVs is so great, why do you need subsidies? If it's such a wonderful technology that can make everything make everything better, make butterflies come around me and rainbows and unicorns, why does it need subsidies? I don't know. Oh, because it's garbage. That's why. It's junk. And Chinese competitors, as it tries to sell more EVs to reach the goal of cutting greenhouse gas emissions 55% by 2030. The EU has planned tariffs on imported Chinese EVs. All right, first the goals. BMW just came out on this EV thing and went, yeah, we can't do this. We got to start building gas cars again because this is not happening. We're gonna go out of business. We keep doing this. That was BMW. Uh, like 2 days ago came out with that. The EV tariffs actually Germany weakened them and actually made them much lower than they would have been. Really very odd thing going on there. The tariffs aren't going to help you though. Sales have been down most of the year in the US, and discounts to counter higher sticker prices that came after a poor second quarter didn't work. The third quarter sales fell 20%, and they're down over 17% for the first 9 months. The rest of the auto industry saw sales increase 1% from January through September. In the US, Stellantis dealers inventory ballooned to just over 430,000 vehicles in June. Tavares said Monday that he dropped by 52,000. No, that had dropped by 52,000 in recent months, and the company's trying to go below 350,000 by Christmas for a fresh start going to the new year. He expects the new leadership team to produce stronger profits and better customer satisfaction. But David Keller, owner of Stellantis dealership near Philadelphia, said dealers have still have 4.5 months supply of some models. 3 years ago, he sold 170 new vehicles per month. Now he's down to 90. Now, let me give you an idea on that. If you have like 10 salesmen, right? Just 10, you say you have 10 salesmen, whatever. And they were selling averaging of 17 vehicles a month. They were living okay. They were able to put away money. Now, if they get cut down to 9, that ain't good for the salesman. It's not good for the dealership in general. Because I mean, these are terrible numbers. Terrible. And a Stellantis dealership has Dodge, Ram, Jeep, Chrysler, all under one roof. And you're selling 90 vehicles a month. That's not great. That really isn't. With that many lines, that 170 would be about where you should be. So this is pretty. I actually did sell cars for a short amount of time, and yes, there is a whole number thing, and then you actually do need to make a number. So this is some bad stuff here. Stellantis needs to start building gas-powered and hybrid vehicles that people now want to buy and hold off on EVs until a better charging system is in place. Keller said, I don't think it would radically change our philosophy on product. We're going to have a bigger issue and one that's much harder to dig our way out of, said Keller, a member of the company's National Dealer Council. Keller said that the company got out of sedans and has no midsize SUV, the largest part of the U.S. market. Struggles in Europe and the U.S. have pushed the first half net profits down 48% compared to the same period last year. That led Stellantis to slash full year financial forecast. The company also has labor problems. In Italy, a union is calling for a one-day strike on Friday to protest production cuts. The United Auto Workers in the U.S. are threatening strike at several plants, alleging Stellantis isn't keeping commitments to build vehicles. God, everybody that had two eyes and two ears could see that was going to happen with the UAW, but except for the UAW. Oh well. The Italy thing's getting bad because they actually shut down the Fiat 500e plant. Now it's been shut down for 2 months, and it may go to a third. So literally, that plant is completely idle because not even in Italy, that where they have subsidies and everything, that anybody wants that thing as an EV. And first of all, why? What's even the point of a 500 EV? Wouldn't a hybrid would be like 80 miles to the gallon in that little car? But I'm digressing again. Ivan Drury, director of insights at Edmunds, said Stellantis for years has lacked affordable models that many buyers in the U.S. now want. The coronavirus pandemic and global computer chip shortage saved the company from reckoning over the issue, Drury said, because many buyers spent big on large, expensive vehicles when they couldn't travel or dine out. With too few computer chips, automakers limited production on high profit loaded out vehicles. But now, as the chip shortage has eased, actually it's gone, most people are looking for more affordable transportation with still high interest rates, Drury said. You got people who are looking at practicality and just want basic stuff. They, Stellantis, don't have anything in that realm. As a result, Stellantis vehicles sit on a dealer lot for 100 days before selling, double the industry average. Much of Stellantis' product lineup is old, with few recent updates, including the top seller, the Ram pickup, which obviously the update isn't very good and it got very expensive, which only got modest refresh this year. Well, it got a new engine. It lost the Hemi, said Sam Abelsmaid, mobility analyst for Guidehouse Insights. They don't actually have the right products in the right segments, he said. There's a bunch of stuff coming, but it's not here yet. And it's also not the right product for the right segments. There's nothing in the pipeline that I've seen from Stellantis that fills this bill that the national dealers want. They don't have a sedan. Nothing. The Charger pipe dream gas powered thing that end of next year. The dealers can't wait till then. No, honestly, not. The company has little in the way of affordable vehicles. For example, the Jeep Compass small SUV is one version starting around $26,000, excluding shipping, where most versions are priced over 30, and that is an utter piece of junk. You can go buy a Hyundai for the same amount of money, and you get twice the car. I don't care how low they make that thing. It's not quality comparable as a Hyundai or a cheap Toyota or even any of the cheap Fords. It just isn't. The company does have plans for a small electric Jeep costing around 25,000. Abelsmaid said. So who cares? That doesn't fit the bill. That is not the vehicle that they need. Wow. Drury doesn't see a quick way out of the situation because it can't take years to roll out new vehicles to match market demand. The company got out of midsize and compact cars in the U.S. nearly a decade ago. So there's little Tavares could do to fix things quickly, Abelsmaid said, aside from incentives and price cuts. Not really, he said. So there you go. Stellantis just absolutely circling the toilet. And, it's a shame they're holding on to these things instead of trying to find ways to unload stuff. And I read another article that the Chinese were interested in buying Chrysler and Dodge. That is an app, and I have a feeling that's still going on because when there's smoke, there's fire. But they refused to sell it to the grandson of Walter P. Chrysler, who at least has backing and whatnot, and would actually bring back a plan because they have patents on lots of product, on engine technology, on manufacturing, on name. They have the trademarks on names. I mean, literally, there's so much they could do if they were actually run properly. And this is just becoming a flaming disaster. Talk about no product. Ford just released the Explorer update, and it is now considered one of the best midsize SUVs you can buy. Stellantis, how are you going to compete with that? You can't. That is a fully fledged vehicle that has been evolving over a decade now. It's gone back to rear-wheel drive, and people love it. This is amazing. While they flounder around trying to make electric golf carts, as usual, as always, appliances belong in the kitchen, not on the street. And that's really honestly where Stellantis is right now. I don't know how much longer this experiment's going to go on, but I don't see it making it to the end of his tenure, or maybe we'll make it just to 26 and then it ends and it breaks up into God knows what. So that's just my thoughts. I don't know. What are yours? Comment below. Hey, if you got something from this, do the whole like, subscribe, share, because I'm just curious. I want to point this out in case a lot of people miss this, because this is truly what is happening to what was Chrysler Corporation, the most disastrous car company on the planet, Stellantis, by far. They make General Motors look organized and in touch. So thank you very much. And as always, if you have a classic car, take it out. Otherwise, no, that's not otherwise. No, because you'll make someone's day, including your own. And I'll catch you very soon.